Everybody said, well, he just crazy. This gets, we get mail. People say he broke the rules. Well, to me, first of all, I'm already tired of the colleges making, I have been saying this for 20 years.
Right.
They're making all the monies and giving the students some peanuts. It's a plantation system,
Right.
okay? And when you see how these students have to live, they can't have a car.
No.
Okay, come on now. See, this is bull. Well, they doing all this for you, but they can't have a car.
Right.
I'm not saying they have to have a Ferrari.
Right.
They can't have a Ford,
Right.
a little car to get around.
Right.
Because they're doing all that. See, I don't agree.
Yeah.
And they say, well, it's the rules. Well, then change the rules.
Well,
so if you
that's
change
a
the
part of
rules,
it.
they didn't break the rules.
Well, that's the empowerment.
They
to
say, well, we are a society of rules.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So when slavery was the rule, it was right. See what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
so that's why I don't give a damn about your rules. Okay,
Well,
I believe there's what's right.
I agree too, and they're not going to. They're not going to change. They're not going to change the rules to allow them
They have
to have
money,
right. That's
because it's
just
a
the way it is.
plantation.
Not now. It may happen maybe when 2000.
Yeah, and I want student athletes to unionize.
Well,
Okay,
that's hard.
Let's get the student athletes to unionize and make all these colleges up some money.
Yeah.
Why should you be getting rich? The last great plantation system.
Well, there will come a time. It may not come in our lifetime.
Whatever.
It's going to change. It will change. But it brings me up to another point, though. Then here's an example of somebody who basically didn't have any. Let's just say this: the money is the issue, but his talent on the field produced. So I think his injury also brings up another question. Well, will Reggie Bush's injury have Kim Kardashian feel sorry for Reggie, dump Miles Austin, and come back home?
No, she likes taller guys.
Oh, so that's what it is.
It's all about the height.
It's all about the height?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the easy.
Reggie's cool, but now she got a taller guy.
Okay, and here's the last question, because I think you already answered it, Mario. That the New Orleans Saints impact without Reggie Bush, they have so much offensive talent. They're loaded. So it won't have no impact as they drive themselves to the-
okay, I'm not going to go that far to say it has no impact.
Okay. Well, it
In
affect
other words, so it's hard when you were able to adjust to losses.
Right.
Then you say that. In other words, if you lose somebody good and you adjust in a way that's remarkable,
Right.
Is that the same as having no impact? I'm not sure.
Right.
I'm not sure.
you can
I'm just
scheme.
saying. I'm saying the team is well coached.
Right.
Well, they have a lot of offensive options.
Right.
And by losing Reggie, they lose some of that. They also lose some of the special teams.
Right.
So there is an impact. Are they are they capable of rising up to compensate? Sure, they are.
Yeah.
And that's to me part of the measure of a team.
Yeah, and I do think this. I think when you give coaches who are very good at scheming defenses, and you take a Reggie Bush, because you have to say, look, who's like Reggie Bush in the league right now as it relates to his position? And he says, well, we got the best person.
There's
at
other
that
folks that are also good breakaway, even though he's a breakaway. There's other people you could talk about
Right.
who are breakaway.
But who's the best at his position relative to the NFL?
I'm wondering if there's a couple people you wonder about.
He's
right
a slot. He plays a slot. He's running back. He comes
Because
out.
there's a couple of them. There's that I forgot. I'm about to say his name is on the tip of my tongue.
Right.
Because
See-
there's a couple of them that even showed this weekend.
Right. I see.
What's the name, Vic? You know the name of the guy.
Which guy? On what
The
team?
running back.
See, it's going to be hard.
In other words, they're not necessarily playing people in the same exact offensive scheme like in the
Right.
slot, but they have a number of breakaway backs this year.
Well, they do.
That are breakaway that can score at any time.
Right. The part that he brings, not only the running back, kickoff returns, punt returns, slot receiver. They show Pat, you look at Patrick over there at the 49er linebacking position. The man as far as linebackers, the speed, having a linebacker at around 4.3, 4.4 speed. And when they isolated Reggie Bush on him, and he did that simple little move to the probably one of the fastest linebackers, if not, he's all pro, every year for 3 years so far. And when he did that move on him, I said, my God, he wasn't even close. And they made mention of that. They're saying, now, if you can get Patrick to sit back and get a move put on you by Reggie, imagine what everybody else has to scheme against.
Well, no. Now, okay. If you're going to go there, I will say this now to me. Okay, he's not the best of this type in history, nor
No.
even in recent history to me.
No, I'm talking about this year.
Okay, I'm
this
just
team.
saying because one thing, Reggie, to me, the people who do the best hitting him,
Right.
he has a harder time getting away from the defensive back.
Yeah, no. In
other words, he does. In other words, what I like the matchup you really see is when your strong tackling safeties
Right.
come up on him.
Right. Oh no,
Because
there's no doubt.
it's a whole different thing, and
Right.
even he'll do better with the bigger linebackers as opposed to the smaller, quicker ones, like
Right.
say, even the ones on his own team, like Vilma.
Right.
So, because I've watched a number of the safeties,
Right.
like I said, he does it to me. In other words, to me, he's not the remarkable break. The most remarkable breakaway.
No. The part is going to be this: if you have to bring up a safety to cover him coming out of the backfield, then you're already saying that you don't have anybody beyond your line, and linebackers can stay with him, which means you give up something.
Sure.
You scheme against him.
Sure.
See, I think the part that I'm looking at is not that he's the best; is that he creates how you have to scheme against him. You go get your best linebacker on him. We don't want our safeties to have to guard him coming out of the backfield.
Well, I agree. I'm just scaling it now. Let's compare that to, say, Michael Vick.
Right. Totally different.
In other words, he's not. In other words, in terms of affecting your
Right.
whole offensive philosophy.
Right.
See, to me, you can plan to contain a Reggie Bush.
Right.
And it doesn't, to me, even present the same kind of a threat. It's hard as hell to contain a Michael
Right,
Vick.
right.
You just better hope he has a bad day.
Right. You're in other weapons.
They're totally. In other words, I'm only saying that even though we're talking the difference between a running back and we're talking about the ability to break away at any given moment,
Right.
Or a player who presents that kind of a threat,
Right.
that you have to essentially change your offensive philosophy,
Right.
to deal with them, like
Right.
a Randy Moss used to be,
Right.
kinda,
What?
in a different position.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, so impactful,
Right.
that you have to change your offense to put somebody to shadow him.
Right.
You can shut him down.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
And the way you shut him down is going to be someone has to find a way to shut him down. I think the best time that they did shut him down is when he was in his first year or two. You saw the teams shutting him down because, one, he was a newbie and he didn't know how to read. And they were talking about how he's gradually now gotten better with reading how to run between the tackles and stuff. So this is a graduation process. He's not the best. No, I know that.
No, it doesn't matter what you want from him. I think,
Yeah.
in other words, I go like, so what do you guys want from him?
Yeah.
If he does, long term, to me, if you're going to get your best if he stays a role
That's
player
right.
for a number of years,
Right.
and is not used in those ways. He
Thank
doesn't
you.
have
Got it.
that's what I'm saying.
You're right. That's why I say timing is everything when you bring all the people together. And the New Orleans Saints have so much talent that I agree with you. I say, well, they'll take a little bit of a hit as it relates to certain conditioning. But time to move on to that section I call Do You Believe? Now, Mario, I'm going to say this. I waited to find out who was going to be the first DUI of the season relating to football. Braylon Edwards. Okay, now, is he a GQ, man? Is he looking like he's modeling?
looking sharp.
Wait, does he look like he could be on the hot picks, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, do you know anything about this story, man?
No.
Okay. Now, Braylon, unfortunately, day after the game, was arrested, of course, for...
What team is he on?
Oh, New York Jets. Hard Knocks.
Okay.
Hard Knocks, man. So the part that they got him is, here he is. He got arrested for a DUI. Here's a team that doesn't need extra coverage outside of the Hard Knocks. Hardy Rex Ryan. You got Mark Sanchez, and now you got them coming off playing 500 ball because now they're 1-1. Now this happens. So here's the part that gets me. It's not that they're going to address this because they are. There's going to be some kind of penalty. The part that gets me, he was tweeting. And he did a tweet, Good Morning World, right after a few hours after he was arrested. Good morning, world. Winning's the goal, perfection is the aspiration, and dedication is the key to unlock the door. Let's work. How do you feel about that comment, Mario?
Well, I mean, on the surface, but let me just say this, and let me caution everybody, because I think, Vic, you don't drink.
Right, I don't.
Let me just tell most people out there, because this is the truth. If you stand outside the average bar,
Yeah.
everybody coming out is over the limit.
Yeah.
Okay, people don't realize that based in California, for example, you could have one drink. Especially if you're a small person,
Right.
You can have one drink. You could be, if you're a small person, you could literally have one beer
Yes, sir.
and be over the limit.
That's right.
So people need to be very cautious because unlike other drugs, alcohol is one of those drugs they kind of quantify in your system. In other words, they measure how much. Other things they either can measure is there or not.
Right.
And they use this as a legal Right. So it's very easy for people to make a mistake. I'm not defending.
I know you're not.
Them. I'm not at all minimizing.
No, it's not that.
I'm actually warning them about drinking at all and driving because it's going to be very hard for the average person to be able to scale. I'm telling you, you could have one strong margarita.
Right.
And you'll be over that limit.
And what we're saying is this, and they've already alluded to it. Nobody's really attacking him for that. They're saying when you're at the level that you are, just get a chauffeur.
Get a chauffeur.
If you're going to get your friend who doesn't drink.
Hang out with Victor. Victor, how long you been the designated driver?
Since I was 3.
You know what, Vic? What do you go to order? He goes to the club. What do you order? Cranberry juice?
Usually, wait a minute. A woman who I love dearly as a friend associate never called me by my name. She said Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
She just kept calling me Coca-Cola. That's all she ever said. Coca-Cola.
Hang out with Vic. Okay, this is what I tell you. Everybody, take a look at my partner over there. Handsome man.
Wait a minute.
I'm sure he'd be more than willing to drive any of you NBA knucklehead. Just so we can get some video footage. Hang out. We'll be discreet. We won't get in your bait, get you with the cheating or whatever you're doing.
No.
But I'm just saying, Vic I'm telling you, he's a great designated driver.
Yes.
Whenever I'm out
with
him, he always driving home when I'm drinking.
Okay.
Because I don't even need to drink. I can just eat and be sleepy.
Right. Well, look.
But hey, get a buddy like Vic and let him drive.
Just pay for the limo.
Man.
Get the limo driver to handle your business.
I would if I had that kind of money. I'd get a limo because you don't need to go out that much. Have the limos pick you up.
See, I'm not knocking that the person has the freedom to drink. I'm not. Look,
I am.
Wait a minute.
What if you ain't got it there? What are we gonna do about all the broke ass college players?
Wait a minute,
y'all. What we gonna do? We can't only give advice to the pros.
Wait a minute. You know what? Decision making is free. All right.
Hire a limo. You
don't say it. Be nice. All right. Let me go on over.
I like the picture. I think he's sharp.
Yeah. No, dude.
I'm back to being able to root for the Jets. I haven't been able to. You know, I'm an old Jets fan from back when they had Joe Namath.
Yeah.
So it means I suffered.
Yeah.
Because if you're a Jets fan, you suffered.
Yeah. No, man, look,
unless you're young, you suffered.
Braylon's putting it down. He's going to get some wisdom. The wisdom's going to come. It's that time. Okay, moving on. I have to do a quick hit on this stuff because the Do You Believes are going to be interesting as it relates to how fast we can hit them because, when we talk football in here, it just dominates. There's no room for baseball. No, what's that? What's the other one?
Betty?
Yeah.
Soccer?
Yeah, soccer. Not even enough room for that. And track and field is gone. Basketball's not here.
Let's put baseball behind soccer and track and field.
They need personalities. They don't have no personality.
Baseball.
They don't have any right now. Okay, here it is. Do you believe Brandon Jacobs' helmet launch into the crowd during the loss against the Indianapolis Colts was attached with a note asking a little shorty for her phone number?
Vic, I didn't even see that because I gave up on the game, kind of. I don't know about you, but they were just whipping New York so bad. I said,
just let it go, huh?
Let me go watch something else, Perhaps there's a cartoon on.
And
so I missed it.
Yeah, you missed it because he did they call it the helmet bomb. I love somebody said he did a helmet bomb in the crowd. The part that I'm saying here, Mario, is stupid. Say if you have people who are not paying attention to every play and they have children, and that helmet is coming. That's a weapon, isn't it?
Well, actually, let me be legally. Probably not.
Not, but it can be. It can injure.
You know what happens is, how do you think they get away with it at a baseball game?
Well, I know that.
Because what they're going to probably say is that at a game, that's what you would go to court debating.
Well, yeah.
There may be a reasonable expectation of equipment flying into the stand.
But not intentionally. He did his intentionally.
I just don't know. I know. I'm not saying in terms of the way the league do it. I'm just saying in terms of a legal thing. People say, was that a weapon? I say, when you ask that, that's a legal question.
I know that is.
And so I don't know the answer to that because in the stadium and because one could say, what if if the guy grabs the football after scoring and throws it into the stand and hits the little kid, that's not a weapon?
No, I'm not saying that.
See, so after a while it becomes an issue if he picks his shoe.
Right.